नमस्कार। सभी को नमस्कार। सर्वप्रथम आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू डॉक्टर गौरांग जोशी जी and his team to invite me on live session. I am Dr. Brajesh Mishra, working as a professor and head of department in the postgraduate department of Basic Principles of Ayurveda and Ayurveda Compendia at Shri Ayurved Mahavidyalaya Nagpur, Government of Maharashtra Grantinate College. So it's very glad to me that now at present worldwide are watching this session. I did my MD in Ayurveda from University of Mumbai in 2000 with first class, and I've been teaching since last 18 years, UG, PG and PhD evaluator, Maharashtra University of Health Sciences Nasik, and so many other universities. So I am thankful to Gaurang Joshi ji who has invited me for the task. So I think I would like to start my lecture on Ayurvedic management of hypothyroid. So thyroid disorder is a very common condition and which is affect the thyroid gland, a butterfly shaped gland in the front of the neck. The thyroid has important roles to regulate numerous metabolic processes throughout the body. Different types of thyroid disorders affect either its structure or function. The thyroid gland is located below the Adam's apple, wrapped around the trachea. So it's a very common disorder all over world, which is mainly found in females more than males. And it's a gland which is middle, known as the isthmus, a thin area of tissue which is the gland middle, known as the isthmus, joins the two thyroid lobes on each side. The thyroid uses iodine to produce vital hormones. And thyroxine, also known as T4, is the primary hormone produced by the gland. After delivery via the bloodstream to the body's tissue, a small portion of T4 released from the gland is converted to triiodothyronine, that is known as T3, which is the most effective hormones. The function of the thyroid gland is regulated by feedback mechanism involving the brain. When thyroid hormone levels are low, the hypothalamus in the brain produces a hormone known as thyrotropin releasing hormone, termed as TRH, that causes the pituitary gland located at the base of the brain to release thyroid stimulating hormones TSH. TSH stimulate the thyroid gland to release more T4. Since the thyroid gland is controlled by the pituitary gland and hypothalamus, disorders of these tissues can be affect thyroid function and cause thyroid problem. And now we just see that how it is hypothyroidism. So hypothyroidism is also called underactive thyroid or low thyroid, is a disorder of the endocrine system in which the thyroid gland does not produce enough thyroid hormone. It mainly occurs due to deficiency of iodine or iron. Iodine and iron is helpful to production of T3 and T4. Now we see what are the most common symptoms of the hypothyroid. First, we see about that the person who is affected by hypothyroid with symptoms of slower metabolism, weight gain, depression, mood swing, and constipation, hair loss, dry skin, fatigue, changes in menstrual cycle, swelling of the throat. These are the common symptoms in hypothyroid patients. And what are the causes? We can see when your thyroid doesn't produce enough hormones, the balance of chemical reactions in our body can be upset. There can be a number of causes, including autoimmune diseases, treatment of hypothyroidism, radiation therapy, thyroid surgery, and certain medications. Less often, hypothyroidism may result from one of the following also, that is congenital diseases, pituitary disorders, and pregnancy. Actually, in our Ayurveda science, hypothyroidism or the complication of that symptoms or there is weight gain वगैरह. In Ayurveda, Acharya Charaka quote that sa means madhura rasa gudo api ek evatyartham api upjimanaha stholyam mardavam alashyam atiswapnam gavaram anannavilasham दौर्बल्यम आस्य कंठयोः मांस अभिवृद्धि. आस्य प्रदेश means whole face, कंठयोः throat region, मांस अभिवृद्धिम. Then after that श्वास breathlessness, कास कफ, प्रतिस्याय कोराइजा, अलसक, शीत ज्वर means fevering with thunder, शीत ज्वर, आनाह, आस्य माधुर्य, वमथु, संज्ञा, स्वर, प्रणाश, गलगंड, गंडमाला. See, where here it is mentioned in excess intake of madhuras, what will the result is? Gandamala, galagand. Gandamala is goiter, galagand. You can say excess growth of thyroid gland. So, Gandamala, Shlipad, Galashofa, Basti, Dhamani, Gala Upalepaha. Basti, Dhamani, Gala Upalepaha, Akshay Amaya. Related to diseases of eyes, Akshay Amaya. Avishandi, Nitya Evam Pravirtini, Kafajana, Vikarana Upajanayati. It is to be quoted by Acharya Charaka in Acharya Charaka Sutrasthan 26 number chapter, slok number 42. So that, what are the risk factors? Risk factors are very common. That is, women older than age 60. There is a very risk factor in women who is older than 60 years. Have an autoimmune disease. That the person who is suffering from any diseases, that can also be very prone. Have a family history of the thyroid issue or thyroid diseases. Have other autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis or SLE, that is systematic lupus erythematosus, chronic inflammatory conditions. Have been treated with radioactive iodine or anti-thyroid medications. Receive radiation to your neck or upper chest. Had thyroid surgery. Have been pregnant or delivery a baby with the past 6 months. See, these are the risk factors which is a very prone for hypothyroidism patient. And we can see that what are the complications of the hypothyroid. Then untreated hypothyroidism can lead to a number of health problems. That is goiter, mental health issues, peripheral neuropathies, myxedema, infertility, then birth defects, heart disease, joint pain, and obesities. These are all the complications. Now, we just after these things, I think we should go through treatment or chikitsa in Ayurveda. So just see in modern science, type 1 hypothyroidism, which is deficiency of iodine, deficiency of iron, and list of the what food to be avoided is cabbage, cauliflower, green mustard, broccoli, turnips, radish, and so on. But according to hypothyroidism, which is genetic issue, our science, in our Ayurveda science, Acharya Charaka has quoted in Sharirasthana, chapter 3, one number 6. He says, Nahi matuh vinaha garbhotpatti. Nahi matuh vinaha garbhotpatti syat. Nacha janma jarayujani. Nacha janma jarayujanam. Yani khalvasya garbhasya. Matrujani. Yani cha asya matrutah sambhavatah. Yani khalvasya matrujani. Yani cha asya matrutah sambhavatah. Sambhavanti. Tam anuvyakhyasama. He says, I will quote that one thing. I will explain the thing. Tadyatha. These are tvakcha, skin, lohitamcha, blood, maunsamcha, flesh, medascha, all fatty tissues in our bodies, nabhischa, navel region, rudayam, that is heart, klom means all, both lungs, klomcha, yakrutacha, liver, plihacha, spleen, vriko, both kidneys, cha, bastischa, that is bladder, gallbladder not, that is ureter or bladder, purishadhanam, rectal region, that is pakvashayaha, cha, amashayascha, pakvashayascha, uttaragudamcha, adharagudamcha, chudrantramcha, stulantramcha, vapacha, vapavahanam cheti. See, these things are very nicely quoted by Acharya Charaka. He has explained. And now, congenital, when we see the congenital abnormality in our body, or that is from our parents, Acharya Charaka in Sharirasthan also quoted in chapter number 3, quote number 17. That is, Yasya hi angavayavasya bije bhagaha uptapto bhavanti tasya hi angavayavasya vikrutihi upajayate. Suppose the person, bij means semen or sperms, that part of sperms which is affected and which cannot be produced or regenerate the particular organ, like the area of thyroid. The child which is to be born is also affected with that. That is known as genetic issue in hypothyroidism, mom to son. Okay. तो यस्य यस्य हि अंगावयस्य बीजे बीज भागोः उपतप्तो भवन्ति तस्य तस्य हि अंगावयस्य विकृतिम् उपजायते. Now, congenital hypothyroidism is a partial or complete loss of function of the thyroid gland that affect infants from birth. It is also quoted in Ayurveda science as well as in modern science. Genetic play a prominent role in both determination of thyroid hormone and thyroxine, that is the thyrotropin, TSH, concentration and susceptibility to autoimmune diseases. Okay. Now, so in our Ayurveda science, number of herbal formulations or single drug has been administered by our Ayurveda stockholders, our Ayurveda ancestors. See, just I will give you the example for that. Now, first drug is Bakupa moneri. Bakupa moneri is Brahmi. You can say it is Brahmi. I just quote it. A whole plant of Bakupa moneri or Brahmi is used in thyroid because it raises both T3 and T4 reduce. It raises both T3 and T4 level, reduce oxidative stress and improves memory concentration. See now, it's a very useful drug for hypothyroid. It raises both T3 and T4 level. Ayurveda, in Bhavaprakash, it is quoted as Swaryaha Smrutipadaha Kushtha Pandu Meha Asra Kasajit Visha Shothari. Vishahari Shothari. It is reduced this or any type of toxic substances in our body and any type of swelling in our body. And Tadvan Manduka Panit. See, the first thing is, in first quote, he said that Meh Asra Kas Pushta Pandu Swaryaha Smritvada. See, there is a complication or the symptoms of mood swing. Mood swing, horsewise, or the symptoms of that. So, if we can use a Brahmi as T3, T4 elevator for that. Now, next drug is Ashwagandha, which is called Bithynia somnifera. Botanical name is that. And Ashwagandha root, we are using Ashwagandha root. It lowers cortisol of the body, raise thyroid hormones levels, lower oxidative stress. See, we are just trying. We see the symptoms. Mood swing is there, and how ashwagandha lowers oxidative stress also. It is used as a cortisol. So in hypothyroid, the level is decreased, and here it is raised thyroid hormone levels. Ashwagandha is. In Abhaprakas, it is quoted as Ashwagandha Anila Shleshma. See, thyroid is Kaphas Vyadhi. Here, Kaphas and because Kaphas Vyadhi, weight gain is from Kaphas also. So that Ashwagandha Anila means Vata, Shleshma means Kapha, Shvitra, vitiligo, Shoth, swelling, Kshayapaha. All type of debilities has to be treated by Ashwagandha. Then Valyaha means it's a rejuvenative. Valyaha give strength to the body. Rasayani as a rejuvenation. Tiktaha Kashaya Sheet Kashaya Ushnaha Atishukralaha. So that now we are seeing this one thing. Here Ashwagandha is used in Shleshma Paha. Used as a Shleshma Paha, Anil Paha means Vata, Kapha, Shamak, Vata, Kapha, Nashak. So that we are using the particular herb as a root in hypothyroid disease. Now, next particular herb is Guggulu. We are also using Guggulu in hypothyroid gland or hypothyroidism. Guggulu means Commiphora mucula. It's a use part. We use the part of oleo, that is resin or gum. So it improved. Guggula is improved thyroid histology, raised T3 and T4 ratio. I repeat, Guggula used as raised for raising the T3 T4 ratio and improved thyroid histology. So that in Bhavaprakash Acharya says, Gugguluhu Vishadaha Tikto. See, we are just using the science. Tikto. Why? Guggulu is a Tikta, and a Tikta rasa is just, it's a Samprapti Bhang of particular disease. Suppose the thyroid, which is excess, grows in Kapha Vyad. It's a Kaphas Roga. So, Guggulaha Tikto. Why? We see the principles. That is Tres Tiktadaya Kapham, Trayaha Tiktadaya Kapham. So Tikta Katukashayarasaha Kapham Hanti. Here it is Guggulaha Vishadaha Tikto Viri Ushnaha Ushnaviryaha Pittalaha Ansaraha. Means Guggula is act as Vishad Guna Tiktarasaha Ushnaviryaha Pittalaha Pittashamaka Pittakarakaha Ansaraguna Pittakarakaha Ansaraguna Kashayaha Katukaha Pake means Vipaka of Guggula is Kashaya and Katu. Katu Ruksho Laguhu Paraha. Guggula is a Ruksha and Laguhu. Paraha means a Srishta. Guggula is a very Srishta means Paraha in a Katu and a Ruksha Gunaha. So, and what is the function of that Guggula? Guggula act as Medo Meh Ashma Vatoscha. Medahar Meh, diabetes, anti-diabetic drug. Ashma, anti-calculus. Ashma means calculus. Calculus, Vatoscha, Vataharaha, Kled, Kushtha, Ashma Marutan. Kled, it reduces the kled in our body. It suppresses the kled in our body. So, क्लेदहरः, कुष्ठहरः, अश्म, calculus, anti-calculate drug, marutana, vataharaha. And what is this? Pidikaha, granthi, shofa, arsha, gandamala, kriminjayet. Gandamala. It is clearly indicated by Bhavaprakash Acharya Bhava Mishra that Gugula is a gandamala har. And here in hypothyroidism, it is related, especially throat. Goiter is there, so hypothyroid gland is there. So it decreases. And it decreases and improves the thyroid histology, raise T3, T4, T6. Now, next drug, next particular drug is Shigru. Now we see the Shigru. In Shigru means Moringa oleifera. Botanical name of Shigru is Moringa oleifera. Root, seed and leaf of Shigru is commonly used by our Ayurveda doctors. And what is the use? Use is it raised thyroid hormone levels. Shigru means Moringa oleifera is very useful for the thyroid hormone level increasing. In Dhanvantari Nikandu, it is clearly quoted. That Shigru tiktaha katuhu ushnaha. See, again Samprapti Bhanga. Viparita Guna Chikitsa. Here we are using Viparita Guna Chikitsa, and for that when we use that Tikta Katu Ushna Rasaha, Tikta Rashaha, Katu Rashaha, Ushna Viryaha, Kapha Sofa Samirajit. Kapha Sofa Samirajit. So, Shigru will act as Kapha Shoshak, Vata Shoshak and Shofa means Edemoedia, anti-edematous, krimi am vishamedognoh. It is also used in everything, in any type of worms, and krimihi, visha, any type of toxicity in our body, and medogno. Yes, fat will be totally decreased by use of Shigru. Medagno vidradihi pliha gulma nuta. Vidradi in abscess, pliha in hepatomegaly, and gulma nuta also for the tumor also. So Dhanvantari Nikandu clearly mentioned about Shigru. Okay. Then next one is Shigru, and next drug we use Apamarga. Apamarga means Acaranthus aspera. Botanical name of Apamarga is Acaranthus aspera. Whole plant of Apamarg is to be used by Ayurveda doctors. And what is the function? Function means it raised thyroid hormones. Apamarg raised thyroid hormones, glucose reduced oxidative stress. Oxidative stress will be reduced by Apamarg. In Dhanvantari Nikandu, it is clearly mentioned that Apamargaha to Tikta Ushnaha Katukaha. It's also Tikta in Rasaha. Ushna Viryaha Katu Rasaha. Tikta Rasaha Ushna Viryaha Katu Rasaha Kafanashanaha. See, totally Samprapti Bhang. Viparita Guna Chikitsa you did. So that Kafanashanaha Arshaha Kandu Udara Admano. Arshaha Kanduhu Udaram Admano Rakta Hridaya Grahi Vantikrut. So mention that is what is this? Kafanashana. So when we use Apamarg, we will see that's the thing. It's a carbonatic also. Katu, Tikta, Ushna, that is it acts as Deepana, Pachana qualities, so that we can use over here. Next common herbal is Amra. Amala. Amra means Mangifera indica. Fruit peel of that amra will be used, and it raised thyroid hormone levels and reduces oxidative stress. And what is the amra? Amrasya pallavoho ruchyaha kapha pitta vinashanaha. See, amrasya pallavoho. We are using the leaf of that amra, which is ruchyaha. Taste will increase the taste of our digestion or what we taste, and kapha pitta vinashana, kapha shamaka or kapha vinashaka and pitta. It will suppress the kapha and pitta both according to Bhava Prakasha. Next particular herb is Adrak means ginger. Gingiver officinal. Adrak, that is gingiver officinal. So adrak, rhizome is used. It restored thyroid health in hypothyroidism. Ardrakah, according to Bhavaprakash, Ardrakasya rasaha peyaha Purana Gunasanyutaha. Ardrakasya rasaha peyaha Purana Gunasanyuta means Ardrak, juice of the ginger, used with Purana Guna, old jaggery, Purana Guna Sanyutaha, Shita Pittapaha Shreshto, Vannimandya Vinashana. See, there is a constipation due to Vannimandya also. If there is a decrease of Agni, then what will happen? Constipation usually happens, or taste will suppress, or low digestion will happen. So that here it is, if you mix with ardrak or ginger with jaggery, old jaggery, you can consume. For that, Vanni Mandya Vinashanaha means Agni Mandya will be totally cured, as per the Bhavaprakash Bhavamishra says. Next drug is Varuna. Pushkarmul. Pushkarmul is there. No, I think Varun is there. Varunaha. Botanical name is Varun is Creativa nervula. Bark and root of the Varuna is used. It possesses autoimmune activity for extra growth of thyroid. Acharya Bhavaprakash says, Varunaha Pittalo Bhedi Shleshma Krucha Ashma Marutana Shleshma Kruksha At Ashmatan Nihanti Gulma Vatasra Krimi Cha Ushno Agnidipana. See, last number is Agnidipana. It's a Deepan, it's a carminative. So that we are using Varuna for treating of hypothyroidism symptoms. Okay. Next drug is Aragwadha, Cassia fistula. Botanical name of Aragwadha is Cassia fistula. So, root of cassia, leaves of cassia, or flower and fruit pulp of cassia has been used. It raised thyroid hormone levels. Decreased cholesterol levels. Raised thyroid hormone and decreased cholesterol level. So, in Bhavaprakash, it is clearly mentioned that Tat Phalam Srangshanam. You know the definition of Srangsana also, Kritva Pakam Manalam Yad Vittva Bandhamadonayet. Or Paktabhamita Bhaktayo. So Tatphalam Sransanam Ruchyam Koshta Pitta Kafapaham. Koshta Pitta Kafapam. Pitta and Kapha will be suppressed by the fruit of Aragwadha or a fruit of Acacia fistula. Now, next drug is Nirgundi. Vitex nigundo. Nirgundi is Vitex nigundo. Root, leaves and seeds of Nirgundi is to be used, and it is reduced swelling of thyroid. Nirgundi root, leaves and seeds had been used, and it reduced swelling of thyroid. So, in Bhavaprakash, it is mentioned that Sindhukaha, Smrutaha, Tiktaha, Smrutidaha. Nirgundi is Smrutidaha, Tiktaha, Tiktrasatmakaha, Kashayah, Kashaya Rasatmakaha, Katuko, Katu Rasatmakaha, Laghu, Laghu Gudaha. Kesho means it improves your hair. Kesho, Netrhito, it is useful in eye diseases also. Hanti, Shula, Shotha, Marutan. Pain, any type of swelling, and Vata will be suppressed by the Nirgundi in Bhavaprakash, according to Bhavaprakash. Dhanvantari Nigandu also mentioned that Nirgundi Katu Tiktoshnaha. Nirgundi is a Katu Rasatmakaha, Tikta Rasatmakaha, Ushnaviryaha, Tiktoshna Ushnaviryaha, Krimi Kushtarujapaha. It suppress or it will cure Krimi, any type of worms, Kusht, any leprosy, Rujapaha means Vyadhi. Vata Shleshma Prashmani. Vata Prashmana, Shleshma Prashmanaha. Vata Shlesha Prashmanihi, Pliha Gulma, Aruchihi Jayeta. Loss of taste are there in hypothyroidism, or less taste are there, so that it is Aruchi Nashaka. Aruchi Nashakaha Vata, Shleshma, Prashamakaha, both things are there. Okay. So, we are using Nirgundi over here. Next drug is Pushkar Mool. Pushkar Mool is also written. Pushkar Mool means Inula racemosa. Pushkar Mool. Root is using. It stimulates thyroid histology. Root of the Pushkar Mool act to stimulate as thyroid histology. Okay. So, now these are the single herbs which has been used to cure hypothyroidism diseases. Now, common traditional drugs we are using like Arogya Vardhani Vati. Arogya Vardhani Vati 500 milligrams with leucomater morning, afternoon and evening. We are using Arogya Vardhani Vati 500 milligrams morning, afternoon and evening after some light breakfast you can say and after meal with leucomater. Next drug of choice is Kanchnar Guggul. We are frequently using that Kanchnar Guggul. It's also used as 500 milligrams thrice a day, morning, afternoon and evening, thrice a day. Next drug of choice is Punarnama Mandoor. Yes, single herb Shigru is there, sir. Shigru. Shigru is the best common single herb for that, and Arogodij also. Both things are that. Now, here Arogodij, we are using Kanchnar Guggul, Punarnava Mandoor, 500 milligram morning and evening with leucomaters. Then we can use Suvarna Vasant Malati Ras. Suvarna Vasant Malati Ras, 125 milligrams morning and evening, followed by honey. So that all these drugs we can use. See, we mainly using Chandraprabha Vati 10 gram. Just mix with that drugs, all these drugs. Chandraprabha Vati 10 gram. Take Arogvardhani Vati 10 gram. Triphala 25 gram. I can repeat this one thing. Chandraprabha Vati 10 gram. Arogya Vardhani Vati 10 gram. Triphala Churna 25 gram. Brahmi 10 gram. Punarnava 15 gram. Sunthi 10 gram. Ajwain 5 gram. Kanchanar 20 gram. Kanchanar 20 gram. Ashwagandha 20 gram. Now take all these ingredients together and mix. And after mixing, you can take 2 gram or find at 1 gram morning and 1 gram evening after meal with leucomater. I can repeat this one thing. Chandraprabha Vati 10 gram, Arogya Vardhani 10 gram, Triphala Churna 25 gram, Brahmi 10 gram, Punarnava 15 gram, Sunthi 10 gram, Ajwain 5 gram, Kanchanar 20 gram, Ashwagandha 20 gram. Mix with all and take 1 gram morning and 1 gram evening with leucomater. Okay. Next, we are also using decoction in a form of quath in hypothyroid. That is, you can say Shigru Patra. Shigru Patra means leaf of Shigru 50 gram. Ajwain 10 gram. Varun bark means a chal of Varun bark 50 gram. Ardrak or ginger 50 gram. Pushkar Mool 50 gram. Nirgundi Patra or Nirgundi leaf 25 grams. Now we mix all these ingredients in particular pot, and after that we can consume 2 gram twice a day with lukewarm water. Okay, it's also very beneficial. And suppose if you are mixing this at decoction, then decoction will be used at 20 to 30 ml or maximum 40 ml. 40 ml twice a day or once a day you can consume with empty stomach. So this is hypothyroid decoction. And many doctors are using Banga Bhasma in Brihat Rasaraja Sundaram book. It is clearly mentioned the quality of or function of Banga Bhasma mentioned that Balyam, Deepanam, Pachanam, Ruchikaram, Prajnakaram, Shitalam. See, Balyam. In hypothyroidism, there is a loss of excess gain of weight, but there is a debility. So it's a balya. Deepanam, there is a loss of appetite, so it is a deepan, carbonative. Ruchikaram, it increase our taste. Prajnakaram, it is increase our quotient. Also, it's an increase our, and it's a shitala. Saundaryam, Bivandha haram, anutam rujam, nirogata karakam. It's very useful for the debility of the body. Nirogata karakam, dhatu sthairikaram means it increases the longevity of our life. It increases all the dhatus, rasa, rakta, maunsa, meda, astha, majja, shukrani, dhatavaha. It increases all the dhatus. Kshayakaram. सर्व प्रमेहपहम बंग भस्मतो नरस्य न भवेत स्वप्ने अपि शुक्रक्षयाः स्वप्ने अपि शुक्रक्षयाः. Then it is used. So Brihat Rasaraja Sundaram clearly mentioned that Valyam Deepanam Ruchikaram. So you can also use Banga Bhasma in hypothyroid disease. Okay. In Medobridhi, Medoharavatihi 500 milligram twice a day and Kanchanar Gugul 500 milligrams twice a day after meal with lukewarm water. See, so number of questions increase in front of me. So what are the diet? What are the diet in hypothyroidism? So mainly we see that apple, mosambi, santara, avala, jamun, anar, amarud, ananas, singhara, mulahati, harda, बहेड़ा, करेला, मूली, गाजर, टमाटर, पालक, मटर, ककड़ी, प्याज, टिंडा, परवल, दूध, दही, छाछ, पनीर. You can use these things, and mostly जो है raw coconut or chutney of nariyal or coconut water also you can use. Then iodine rich food, that is seawood, curd, iodinized salt or strawberries can be used. Iron rich food, that is red meat, seafood, beans, dry fruits and pears also can be used. And mostly we should not use such type of substances like fried food and cold substances. Then all types of cold drinks, sitafal, mungfali, then supari, kaju, tea, coffee, alcohol, smoking, or any type of sour substances should not be used. Cabbage, cauliflower, green mustard, broccoli, turnips, radish can be used. See, in hypothyroidism disease, there is a very important role of yoga as well as Ayurveda treatment. In day-to-day life, we should use yoga. Mostly in hypothyroidism, we can use arm therapy. Yeah, of course. Here it is arm therapy, you can, because see, arm, what is arm actually? What is arm? Arm means let me finish the things, then after I will explain about that. So yoga, we can use Brastrika pranayama, Kapalabhati pranayama, Ujjayi pranayama, Sarvangasanaha, Chakrasanaha, Ardhachandrasanaha, Ustrasanaha. These are the yogas, and I can repeat this one thing. I will repeat. Bhastrika pranayama, Kapalabhati pranayama, Ujjayi pranayama, Sarvangasanaha, Chakrasanaha, Ardhachandrasanaha, Ushtrasanaha. What is Bhastrika pranayama and how it has been used? See, in Hatha Yoga Pradipikaha, Duti Khanda, quote number 60, Bhastrika pranayama, it is in Bhastrika pranayama it is clearly mentioned that Samyak Padmasanam Badvaha, Samyak Padmasanam Badvaha, Samagriyodaram Sudehi. Bhastrika pranayama, Samyak Padmasanam Badvaha, Samagriyodaram Sudehi, Mukham Sanyam Yatnena Pranam Granena Rechayet. Pranam Granena Rechayet in Bhastrika pranayama. Kapalbhati pranayam. Bhastravallah lohokarasya rechapuro sasabhramohu. Kapalabhati vikhyataha kapha dosha visheshanoho. Mentioned in Hatha Yoga Pradipikaha, Dutiya Khanda, Uttara 35 number chapter. In Ujjayi pranayama, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Purvavat Kumbha Prayena. Purvavat kumbha et pranam reche dvidhaya tataha shleshma dosha haram kantha. Ujjayi. See, like this, Ujjayi pranayam. So, Purvavat kumbha pranam, kumbha et pranam reche dvidhaya tataha shleshma dosha haram. It suppresses all type of shleshma. Shleshma dosha haram. Kantha gata shleshma haram. Kantha deha anala vivardhanam. It reduces the shleshma of Kantha Pradesha and the throat region and whole body with Anala Vivardhanam. Means it's a carminative also, Deepana also. So that's why it is known as Purvavat Kumbha Pranam Reche Dudhatataha Shleshma Dosharam Kantha Deha Anala Vivardhanam Hatha Yoga Pradipikaha. Next asana is Sarvangasanaha. Sarvangasanaha also balance the hypothalamus glands so that it reduces the stress, and when the stress will reduce, what will happen? The totally calm sleep will be increased. So next asana is Chakrasanaha, and when we are using the Chakrasanaha in our regular routine, what will happen? Our digestive system will be increased and excess fat of both sides will be less, and it is a very useful asana, says Chakrasanaha. Next asana is Ardhachandrasanaha. Ardhachandrasanaha, we are stretch our chest and shoulders. When we stretch that, our digestive system will be increased and mental status will also increase. So it will balance our body. So you can use Ardhachandrasanaha. After that, Ushtrasanaha. Due to Ushtrasanaha, our digestion power will also increase. Menstrual cycle will regularized, and it is very useful to Avatuka Granthi. Means thalamus gland is a secretion of thalamus gland is very regularized by Ushtrasanaha. So all these asana is also useful in that. Now come to your questions. Here I see that a number of questions and many viewers have asked these questions. See, Dr. Dhruva Pulli, sir, how long Arogvardhani Vati can be taken in 500 milligram higher dose? Yes, when Mr. Gaurav, when the symptoms of hypothyroidism will suppress or will be gradually suppressed, we can decrease the Arogvardhani Vati's dose, and it will decrease up to 250 milligrams twice a day. We can use this one thing, so that when the suppression of the symptoms are there, we can decrease. Ms. Shipra Sakhare, what treatment should be taken in case of excessive hair loss in hypothyroidism? Yes, ma'am. As you know, hair asthi upadhatu keshaha. You can say when asthi kshay is there, what will happen? Asthi kshay kesha pingaha case have fallen, all these be things. So that you what treatment should be taken? You can use Brahmi, Amala, Haritiki, and Arogad. Single herbal. Amala, Haritiki, Brahmi, and Arogada. Any other questions? I think how to increase digestion acids. Dr. Gaurang, is ARM theory applicable here? Yes, sir. ARM theory is a very useful, because when ARM is there, what may happens? Dhatus will be reduced. Dhatus production will reduce. They are not able to do their swath because Srotoroj is there. And suppose there is Srotoroj, then what will happen? We will treat the Srotoroj first. And after Srotoroj, treating of the Sapta Srotoroj, will also increase the level. Gugulu knows कौन सा यूज करना. नवीन गुगुल you can use. गुगुल कौन सा यूज करना, नवीन या पुराना? See, Purana and Naveen. You can use Purana Google. Purana Google over here. Mr. Meet Chopra, you can use Purana Google. Fully patients who are already on thyroxine hormone treatment, how should we plan the treatment? Shall we taper the dose? Yes. In Ayurveda, there is clearly mentioned Padanshik Krama. Padanshik means kya? When we are using a particular drug, you just reduce the drug or reduce the quantity of drug. You start to take your Ayurveda drugs gradually and increase Ayurveda drug gradually with reducing of the symptoms, and after that you can suppress or you can reuse this one things here. And Padanshik Krama is first one, and after that Mahi Ansari, role of Panchakarma in hyperthyroidism, please explain. Yes, beta. Mahi, Panchakarma, Vaman Chikitsa is useful for that. Vaman Chikitsa is very useful, beta. Akram Raja, why type of Sanshodhana Karma can be performed on patient of hypo? What type of Sanshodhana Karma? Vaman is very useful, and Nasya also. Nasya and Vaman can be useful. Pallav Prajapati, should we have to stop the allopathic medicine while giving everything? See, I repeat, Padanshik Kram is clearly mentioned in Ayurveda to reduce the toxicity of our body, so that when you are using allopathic drugs are having number of adverse reactions, adverse drug reactions or adverse side effects. So to reduce that side effects, we should not directly stop the medicine. We should be stop in tapping dose, and we will start our Ayurveda treatment. Okay. What type of Shodhana? Kusum. Acha, what type of Shodhana we can use, sir? See, you can use Vamana and Nasya in hypothyroidism. Vamana in hypothyroidism can, yes, cantherizes. Any questions? So thanks a lot, Dr. Gaurang Joshi ji, who have given the chance such a vast dash. Thanks to all audience also, and I will give the answer gradually. Okay, thanks a lot. Namaskar.